With everything that had happened, the responsibilities I carried, and still grieving my best friend's death, I gave up on everything. On myself, and especially on my faith. I attempted suicide, but I think the Lord wasn't done with me yet. Faith is something that my mother instilled our hearts and in our lives. Growing up, she would always say, sa tulong ng Panginoon, nangyayari ang mga biyayang ito at sa panahong nahihirapan ka, mas kumapit ka sa Panginoon. Sure enough, our faith was tested. I was 4 years old when we got swindled. I didn't know what was happening. Everything was changing. Everything seemed uncertain and chaotic. But there is one thing I knew for sure. My mother's faith was unshakable and indestructible. That's when I realized what she meant na sa panahong nahihirapan ka, mas kumapit ka sa Panginoon. Little did I know my faith would be tested. In 2017, my best friend died of cancer. We were graduating students. Around the same time, my father got sick, and we were told that his survival depended on a miracle from the Lord. My brother couldn't handle the situation, and neither could my mom. One of my aunts told me, ikaw na lang ang kinukuhanan nila ng lakas ng loob. Knowing all my responsibilities, my family, in school, and in our family business, I had to endure everything. But with God's grace, we survived that year. The following year, my mom had a stroke. And another one the year after that. With everything that had happened, the responsibilities I carried, and still grieving my best friend's death, I gave up on everything. On myself, and especially on my faith. I attempted suicide, but I think the Lord wasn't done with me yet. I was saved, and I made a promise not to do it again. And I kept my word. Instead, I prayed every day asking the Lord to take me. Most people pray, Lord, thank you for today, when they wake up. But I would pray differently. Lord, why not today? Try ulit natin bukas, Lord. For almost a year, I desperately prayed for this. I isolated myself from everyone, so if the time came, they wouldn't notice I was gone. But then the Lord decided to give me a friend. A clingy one, actually. I didn't understand why He would give me a friend when I was asking for my own death. In 2022, amidst COVID, the Taal eruption, and my mom's diagnosis with chronic kidney disease stage 5, and we were advised that she needed to start dialysis. The following year, she had a heart attack on her birthday. Still, with God's grace, we survived. Soon after, I started getting sick, and I was diagnosed with lupus. At that moment, I thought maybe the Lord was finally answering my prayer. But then I kept asking myself, why is this friend still with me? And that friend is Ellie. When I began recovering, she introduced me to the Alpha course and I joined. She also invited me to attend Sunday service. I was hesitant because I never attended any other churches before. She tried for weeks, and then I said to myself, maybe I should try. Maybe if I attended, the Lord would finally give up on me. But it was the opposite. When the worship started, I saw my younger self, that brave kid who believed she could handle everything as long as she held on to her faith. The following Sunday, I attended again. And that's when I reignited the flame of my faith. I began to have a deeper connection with myself and with the Lord. Before I knew it, I was looking forward to every Sunday because it became my weekly date with the Lord. I got plugged into the ladies circle, then the YA circle, and then Ate Teen started discipling me. I became part of a community, the ICS community, that helped me become a better version of myself. For all the years that I prayed for the Lord to give up on me, I'm glad He didn't. Of all the things He could given me, He chose to give me a friend. That's when I realized that through a friend, He made sure I was never alone. And now, that friend is my constant reminder that the Lord will never give up on me and that He has better plans for me. Now, I don't only have a one friend. There's the YA core, the ladies circle, and especially Pastor Toffer and Ate Teen. As Samantha Ebert says in one of her songs, "Child, I am planting seeds. I am a good God and I have a good plan. So trust that I'm holding a watering can and someday you'll see that the flowers grow in the valley. I am that planted seed. I am excited and looking forward to the journey I will have with the Lord and how He will use me. I have finally obtained the assurance and peace of mind that I've been searching for a long time. I know that whatever the world throws at me, I can handle it. Sabi ko nga, kaya ko kasi malakas ang sinasandalan ko. Si Lord pa naman ang sinasandalan ko. The first time I attended Sunday service at ICS was in August 2022. And who would have thought that after 2 years, I'd be standing here in front of all of you, sharing my testimony on how the Lord Jesus changed my life.